Wait a minute, what happened?
What up, Bone?
What's up, man?
How you feeling today, bro?
Good, man.
Yo, I can't tell you how much this interview means to me, yo. For real. Yo, from the beginning, yo, I ain't never seen you push a camera, push record, and start talking. I don't think it's no interviews, no lives, no nothing. So I really, really want you to know, like, how serious this is to me. With that being said, where did it all start, yo? Pop Warner, neighborhood?
Neighborhood. Off and rolling normal.
And normal.
Like outside, just, playing around. Just 2-on-2, 1-on-1, 3-on-3, anything we could get our hands on. We used to play with rocks in the bottom, just.
Yeah, we did that too for a minute. It's crazy playing tackle on the gravel and all that.
Yep.
Just in love with the game, You play Pop Warner?
Yeah. I ain't play like with, the Gators and nothing like that. I played with the Fall League, like the Banner League. It was a Fall League. It was called Banner Neighborhood.
That's
Me
tough.
and Mike.
Mike Riddick?
Yeah, man, Mike Riddick.
Oh, y'all go way back.
Yeah, man, Mike go back 7th grade.
Yo, that's crazy, yo. Dang, we gonna get to that later on, because I really, really think, like, you one of the most loyal in the league, bro. Like, from the end, like, never hear you say nothing because you never say nothing. Always see you move with integrity with every single step. Always show leadership, always a man traveling on your own lane. And you really stay in your own lane, and I really, really commend you for that. So high school, yo. I gotta ask, it's pretty obvious, but where did you go to high school, bro?
I forgot I got this. I went to Patty. Me, Relly, John, all of us, Skriz. We all went up Patty.
That's crazy. So was y'all like them guys back then too? Or like was this something y'all gradually grew into?
Well, I felt like I was always the guy. John, Relly, they came like 10th grade, 11th grade. I mean, once we started playing together, stuff got spooky, Patty. But I think when I was a freshman, I was still trying to figure out the ins and outs of football. Because like I said, I played at Fall League in Banner. Like, I had hoop dreams.
For real? Yo, I could never hoop, yo. You was about to say your
My
what?
father, he was into basketball, and he was trying to get me to be into basketball. I mean, I was all right until I, got a taste of football, and that was it.
It was the contact.
I don't know. I think it was watching football on TV with my uncle, and then going outside and actually doing it.
Okay.
And I felt I was actually good at it, and I just ran with it.
Yo, so like when you say like you was good at it, cause like yo, my perspective is like yo, you can catch, you can run, you got high IQ, you could tackle, you cover the field. Like, what was the origin? What was them beginning positions? Where did you start off at?
So I was a chubby kid, but I was fast.
Yo, you definitely fast, yo.
I was fast. We on the block. Like I said, Huff rolling on, we racing up and down the block.
All day long, yeah.
For some reason, I don't know why I was fast. Maybe it was chased behind my mother. I don't know. I just happened to be fast. And then I found out a catch. So, and then, watching TV, Randy Moss, that became my favorite player. And whatever he was doing on TV, I wanted to do outside.
Facts. So that's when you started doing the behind shoulder joints, the one hands, all that.
Man, I was crazy when I was younger.
Yo,
you was nothing but one hand.
Yo, I didn't know like you could jump like that too. Passing park days, used to really off the V. Like I praise you a lot because like I said before I met you or the introduction to you, China was the most athletic big man that I ever encountered. But then I started seeing you like do it at a speed. Like you said, you was fast. So like quick feet, soft hands, just moving at a rate we never seen so fast. And I told a story on the Marcus interview, episode 2, where I was like, playing you was the first time I felt like I didn't belong. And yo, trying to rap, like, I mean, like perfect form, like everything coach said do, I did. And it just didn't work time and time again. And I started to realize that it wasn't just me. It was the rest of my team. It was the rest of the league. And then slowly but surely, we'll get to that later, it was the rest of the state. Then it turned into Jersey. Everywhere you go, this just is what it is.
Yeah. I mean, when Town Beef came along, I mean, I felt like I learned the game. The game slowed down to me. So, techniques, how to do this, how to do that. It just came like walking.
Yeah. So, was that slower to grasp the concept in high school? Like for me, every year in high school it got better, but like my senior year, like you said, like everything slowed down. Even me being able to watch film and everything, and then Town Beef gave me an opportunity to like continue that because I ain't play college ball.
Yeah, I ain't play college ball
either. Yeah. So Town Beef for me was that opportunity to like just keep on digging and getting better.
I felt like in high school, like you had to be motivated. Of course, you went to school. Something motivated me. Like I wanted to be good. Like I said, I was chubby. Like my freshman year, I probably was about 260. I knew I was coming up heavy to pay line, but like I said, I always played football as a defensive end.
Yeah.
Really like catching the ball. Even in the foul league, I was running the ball, catching the ball, playing defensive end. I knew in high school I probably played line.
Right.
But 10th grade summer, I hit the weight room, got stronger, got bigger, got faster. I mean, working out with Mike and all them, Mike was actually faster than me, smaller than me in the foul league.
For real.
So we used to race like every day. He'd be like, yo, I'm not racing today. I'm like, race me. Race me so I can see how fast I am. He used to be faster than me. And like, unfortunately, Mike got injured, knee injuries and all that. But I was working. I think 10th, 11th grade, I was clocking in 4.3, 4.4. So it was like, it was just something that motivated me to want to be better. And by 12th grade got here, I was playing D-line. I was faster than everybody, stronger than everybody. It just took off from there. And I felt good about myself because I worked hard for that.
Yeah, yo. Hey, it shows on film, bro. Yeah. It shows on film. What about Marcus, yo? I know Marcus went to Patterson too. Y'all, was that around the same time? Or?
Marcus way older than me. Marcus probably graduated, I don't know, like 5-6 years before me. I don't know. It was way before me though.
Hey, yo, I'm not gonna lie, yo. Y'all up there in that like GOAT status, like the whole assassin regime, like. To the point where like we don't really know y'all ages, yo. We don't really know. We know like where y'all went to school. We don't know too much about none of y'all. Y'all legit was just assassins. Pull up in our neighborhood with the same jersey on and go crazy and then dip. So like, when did the whole Marcus Cole assassins thing kick off? Or should I say James Love?
Well, I knew him as Marcus. We was like I said, when we got out of high school, we graduated 10, all of us used to just link up at Bochecks and play against each other.
Yeah.
And it was just me, Relly, John, Sherrod, Mike, a couple other people that played in the league. And I think one day at Bochecks, Marcus, he had a team as well.
Yeah.
Him, Tay, Thunder, and all of them, they was all on the same team. And they was trying to go neighborhood to neighborhood to play. And they stumbled across Bochecks. And I was like, all right.
With the geese poop and all that.
Listen, that field was terrible.
Yo,
that field was
terrible.
We was still out
wow,
there.
Yo.
We was out there, rain, snow.
Yeah.
It was just something we did after high school. We still young and in shape.
I said that's when you got the most friends in your life too.
Yeah, and one day Skriz hit me and said that it's a guy up here he want to play, and you hear Marcus in the background talking about call who you ever want to call, set it up and all that. And he always tell his story, like, when he met me. I always say, my name Bone, I break him. I did not tell that man that.
I'm like, what's up, man? I'm Bone. How you doing? He was like, yeah, I'm Bone. I'm like, yo, why they call you Bone? He's like, yeah, because I break him. I was like,
He's like, I break him.
19-year-old Bone, like crazy, like slim, kind of.
And that nigga name still Bone.
Niggas.
Yo, I was gonna ask you that, yo,
That's
because after
crazy.
he said that, so many people been hitting me up like, yo, that's a movie. He stole that from a movie. I don't know what movie they said it was, but I'm gonna look it up. They definitely said it's from a movie.
I got the name when I was 14. This is way before I met Marcus. And I was playing ball in the middle of the street, and a guy that was sticking me, you know, I was out there going through the motions. I didn't really want to play, and I had a jump ball, and I jumped up, and I used to hit my hair, and I used to hit my hair out like Bone Crusher.
Yeah.
And I jumped up. I caught it, and his hand was like in between the ball, and I snatched it, and his hand broke or whatever. And that guy used to call Bernie Mac back in the day when I was living down near Linwood and stuff. He was like, yo, you got the hair and all that. He out here jumping over people, grabbing the ball. This man Bone Crusher. It was a Bone Crusher. And then I got like stumbled 8th grade, 9th grade. It just became Bone. Crusher just went away.
Yo,
Even my high
I
school
wonder, is
teachers
most of
called me
these
Bone.
people not even gonna really remember Bone Crusher with the Never Scared and all that? Yo.
The video and all
Yeah.
that. I used to always have my hair out.
A King Kong, yeah. I'm with you. I'm
Yeah.
with you. Yo, that's tough.
That's
yo.
where that name came from. I don't know where Marcus got that story from.
Yeah, he said my name Bone and I break up. Yeah. Yo, so like you and Marcus. So when Marcus came on Bochecks, he challenged y'all. You remember who won that game?
Yeah. Not even close. I scored at least 5 times. I don't know. I mean, it was bad. I was, like I said, I think I was 19. Yeah, I was young.
Yo,
I was taking probably like every time I touched the ball, I was scoring.
that's crazy. And he was like linebacker and
Yeah, he ain't stand a chance. They was slow, old. They had Muhammad and all that quarterback.
yo.
Sherrod probably sacked that man probably like 10 times that game. It was bad because we was young.
That's Marcus.
Junior, John, it was just a lot of us. A lot of the assassins
Yeah.
was on that Bocheck team. It's like when Marcus played us, everything just came around. Like, yeah, we ain't going with this no more. We need you. We need him. Once after we played him, we start playing down. I think it was Mondays or Wednesday night, Dundalk and all that.
Yeah, he said Wednesdays.
Yeah, we just start playing everywhere, and then we just became a team. And I think probably like 2013, going into 14, it became the name Assassins. Marcus gave us a name. I forgot where it came from.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna put that clip in here too. But he said, y'all played a game and y'all was like doing what y'all do, covering the field, crazy speed, chaos, sideline to sideline, and some guy was like, y'all out there wrecking stuff like some assassins.
Yeah.
And he said it stuck. Yo, for me, I thought he always got it from like an old, what's that movie, The Last Dragon, Bruce Leroy and all them. I thought it came from that.
Yeah, I don't
But
know.
yo, cause I tried to pattern like the snipers and all that after the assassins, but that's all later. That's all later.
But you know it was 11-11 on that time.
Yeah.
Playing on 7 on
Yeah,
7.
no, that was my introduction to y'all.
Yeah,
It was 11 on 11.
11 on 11.
And same thing, Marcus pulled up. We had a game one day down Dunbar or down McKim's. Marcus pull up. I got a team. Y'all want to play next week? And we like, yeah, we was familiar with playing different teams like neighborhood to neighborhood. But before y'all, it was the Headbangers. Y'all was the only other team to show up to the neighborhood with jerseys on and all that crazy. And y'all had like a real structure. We just was knocking on doors, and whoever played that day, played that day. Y'all looked like y'all had a roster and everything else, man. It was crazy. And like before that, y'all was like traveling in cars. Yo, for us, we used to get on the subway. Like,
Shit, Marcus only one had that car. And then anything else was neighborhood, or their people's drop them off, and it was just something, we wanted to do on Sunday. And I remember that game when we first met y'all. I think it was the game I first met Randy,
yeah.
and I was guarding him, and he came up the line. I said, "Oh, this nigga fast."
Yep.
So I'm like, hold on. I ain't never seen nobody like almost my size, you
Yeah.
know, running routes and all that.
And that's when Randy was bigger too.
Randy was bigger, but he was moving.
Facts.
He got behind me.
Facts.
And I'll get to running, and I'll chase him. I'm like, hold on, I gotta chase something. I caught him with my fingernail and tackled him.
Yo.
So ever since then, I was like, yeah, I gotta really play when I'm guarding him. And I think that's when we was down Dunbar. And of course, it was 11-on-11. And we was like, it's probably the toughest people that we gonna play. Because everybody else, we was like trashing them. We going up Curl Park or whatever. Where we was going, we was trashing them. It was just like, we just had so much better talent around us. And like I said, we've been playing before we was with Marcus.
Right.
So we already knew. Al Core was Al Core.
Yeah, you already had that
Yeah,
relationship.
we already had that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We already had that chemistry and all that. We just happened to start playing with Marcus. Marcus ain't want to play against us no more.
Yeah.
Even after the game we played, he said, you want to run it back next Sunday? Marcus said, no. And he was on everybody's line. He was on my line.
Let me get your phone number so we can play again.
Yeah,
and after that, hey, what you think about, that boy Mark is it, So he been a master recruiter from the beginning.
Yeah, yes, sir. Man, Marcus, that's my guy, though. He just...
Facts. Most people, you got to know him is to love him,
Yeah.
For real. Like, you just have to fully accept Marcus.
The stories that he tell just crazy.
Yo.
It's his own story, though. So,
Yo, man, you be right there telling him a story, and he's still somewhere else, and then he click in 2 minutes later.
Yeah.
Yo, Mark is a wild boy, bro. Yo, man, you used to work in there with us, man. You know how crazy that office get from time to time.
That's. I mean, that office is where we found Town Beef.
For real, that office, right there in the corner.
Marcus' office.
Yo, I crack on him a lot. Yo, I say, how you got a corner office with no windows? Like,
no windows. That's one big old area with boxes.
Facts. Yep. Yo, but how y'all find it though?
Marcus, Marcus, he in that computer all day.
Facts.
He ain't doing nothing. He in the computer.
Facts.
And I was in there all day, and I think at that point I was a supervisor, so I was in and out of there.
Yeah, that's how it go, man. That's how it be. Like, when you want to go kick it for a second, take a breather, you go check on Marcus and them. Mm-hmm. Man, he be working the whole time. Just make it clear, he be working the whole time. But his job just allow him to have conversations as he go.
Yep. And, it's cool with his supervisor, John, Scotty, and all of them, So when they see me, they was like, oh, hey, whatever. So I think when Marcus is on YouTube, he just watches stuff on YouTube. And, of course, Ryan posts his clips or whatever on YouTube, and Marcus was showing him. I was like, what's that right there? And he clicked on it. And then Marcus was watching, I had to wind up leaving. And when I came back, he was like, boom, we got to get in here. I'm like, what are you talking about? We got to get in here. They playing the same thing as us, it's just that they playing with referees. And I looked at it, and I was like, oh, yeah.
Yo,
it's something we could do.
Street ball with referees was a game changer.
Yeah. Man. Like 7 players on the field, though.
That was the hard part, too. And they wasn't using the whole field. So that part was weird.
They were still playing on grass at the time. It's just that they was, I think Ryan was still trying to get it out there. But then we looked at the location, and it was in Jersey. And I'm like, Mark, we ain't going to Jersey. what you want? We ain't going to Jersey. We ain't riding up that joint. He was like, no, I'm going to try to find out how to get it started down here. And he got in contact. I don't know who he got in contact to. Maybe Ryan.
Yeah, I think he said he emailed Ryan.
Yeah, whatever he did, he got in contact with it, and we wound up, finding out it's 7-on-7 Town Beef. It's just out there, and it was nowhere else.
Yo, shout out to Ron DePaul and Marcus, man. Yes, we appreciate y'all. Yo, shout out to Marcus, yo. Like, I can't say enough, like, everything Marcus done, yo. And we always take the bad with the good and all that, but like I seen this man single-handedly. We both seen him single-handedly change at least 1,000 lives in our city. Yeah. And one day his story will be told correctly.
Mm-hmm. It's just that, a lot of guys give Marcus credit, but I feel like a lot of guys are also selfish when it comes to Marcus because he's so nice, and that could be a problem.
Yep.
And things like he's so nice, he'll pay for your jersey, he'll do this and do that. And then sometimes when something happens, you don't like, oh, Marcus did this, Marcus playing with this money, Marcus playing with that.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know Marcus personally, but Marcus don't need no money from us.
Facts.
Marcus worked like a Mexican.
Facts.
Like
Two of
trying
them.
to yeah.
Two of them.
And during that time, you know, when Town Beef first started, Marcus was working 2 jobs. Get
Yep.
off one job and go right to the next.
Like literally in that same hour, no time in between.
And dealing with y'all.
Yep. 5 days a week and
Yeah.
having a family and yo.
So, I mean, like I said, I respect everybody. I don't disrespect nobody. Ever since I've been in this league, I never disrespect nobody. It's just that when you are nice, people try to take advantage of that.
That's a fact.
And Marcus, ongoing time, he learned that. But
Yeah.
in the beginning, it was more of, how can I make everyone happy?
Yep.
And I was telling you can't make everybody happy.
Yeah.
And you taking it home. That's an issue.
Yep.
Your wife ain't having that.
Nope. Yo, me and
So-
Marcus used to talk, I was like, yo, you need to figure out how to put the time you put in this Town Beef into your business.
Yeah.
Because, like, we talk about that office, man, all day long, man. Every free second he got, he would try and figure out a way to make it better or to make everybody happy. He never not answered a phone call. He never not responded to a DM. That man was just something I never seen before.
There.
Yeah.
Like I said, a person in that office, like, people calling him, like, every 5 minutes.
Yep.
He on a Facebook call, his other phone ringing. Like, everything was Town Beef. Definitely when it was fun.
Yeah.
When it was fun and everybody decided to play, everybody had an issue with something. It's always going to be an issue. It's just that he just had to learn to separate the two. Because I told him, if I was at work, you talk to me Saturday and Sunday about Town Beef. I don't want to hear none of that.
Yeah, I got the same way about him. Yeah, I was like, nah, man, listen, we only gonna talk on these days about it. Don't hit me up every day about a problem. And he started to do that too. But shout out to Marcus. Yo, now, Town Beef, now the Assassins is in Town Beef. You remember the first 4 teams?
Us, Assassins, Snipers, Marauders, and BMH. What was it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was-
BMH, yeah, Baltimore Most Hated.
Yeah.
Yo, we all
Jay
get
came
tripped
out
up.
then.
Yep, Jay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jay was doing this thing. Jay brought the Kenny and what was Kenny and was it Mike?
Kenny, was Glock on that thing? Glock was on before. Glock was
I
on
want to
it.
say Glock was a Marauder in the beginning. No.
Glock was on BMH because Weezy and I was playing with them.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, Weezy and I was playing with them. And
Weezy
before
in
even
the
Town Beef
beginning.
started, they gave us headache.
Yeah,
This
yo.
is like, there's a lot of history when you talk about
Bro,
you
Weezy
start
was
talking
a
about
problem in the beginning.
people. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Like
Yeah.
people don't even remember Weezy. Weezy was a problem.
Man, that man gave us headache. Him and Glock was like
The IQ.
Travis Kelce and Mahomes.
That IQ.
Yeah.
Yo, championships. Y'all was in that first championship, right?
The very first championship
The
they ain't
very-
trying to count.
The very, very first with the gospel rap performance at the halftime in the rain.
Oh, you talking about we played his squad.
Yep, his
But
squad.
I'm trying to tell people, like, when it was the 4 teams and we played y'all and we counted it as a championship game, it just that we didn't have no trophy at the time.
Yep,
That was the very first season.
yep. I counted.
We didn't know what the hell we was doing.
Yep.
Like I said, Marcus contacted Ryan about how to 7-on-7. We was playing pass the park by the pool,
Facts.
15 minutes a quarter.
Yep.
We beat the Marauders 80-0. Tony out
remember
there
that,
repping
yo.
by himself. So I'm like, the 4 teams that was there, we ain't know what we was doing. We out there playing like it's regular football with just 7-on-7.
It still was
Stopping the
checking.
clock.
Everything was going on. Like you said,
Man.
stopping the clock, going out of bounds. Games used to be 4 hours, yo. Like, yo, like I'll never forget that, yo. Man, y'all made me miss my little sister's birthday party too, yo.
Man, I left.
Nah.
Yeah, I don't play.
Yo, the game was too good. And,
I mean,
and y'all beat us so many times. There was this one game we went into overtime with y'all.
I remember that game.
Yo, oh my God, yo, man. We started the game before her party, like an hour before the party even started. I'm like, all right, I'll be there. I'm just gonna be late. When the game was over, the party was over. Like, we was at that game for like 5 hours,
I
man.
remember that game. I remember we was in the offensive slump, defensive slump. Dre's was doing his thing. Like, we could not cover that, man. Everything for y'all was clicking that day. We looking at each other like, what the fuck going on?
Yo, finally, any given Sunday, any given Sunday,
Dropping passes, yeah, I remember that game.
yo, man, when you finally can just match the physicality.
Yeah.
And then the other team just used to stepping on you, man. We had that one time, like I said, like we had to get to that point where we understood because we couldn't figure y'all out to save our lives.
Yeah.
And y'all all like wore the same colors, same everything. Like normally we used to everybody come out there in 10 different colors. But, you know, shout out to y'all in the beginning, man.
Yeah.
So when Town Beef all said and done, like, who was your favorite team? Other than the 5 or 6 you were a part of.
Favorite
I know. I just shot. So like.
Favorite team? I mean, it's a lot of teams that came along. I don't think I had a favorite team.
You ain't like nobody else.
I don't have a favorite. I think I had a team that played us tough. It depends on what season we had with the Assassin.
Okay. Yo, I used to like. Oh my bad.
Because that season, when we played his squad in the championship, his squad wasn't even the team that gave us problems. It was the Knights. With Jawan, Kwani, and Ruger.
Yeah.
Headache.
We couldn't do nothing with Ruger.
They beat us in the scrimmage. Man, that was the first time we lost.
I remember that they popped out with the red, with the flash shirts.
Yeah, it was red. I mean, Ruger looked like he was Tom Brady and Kwani was Randy Moss. We could not cover Kwani at all. And you know, of course, even when the Assassin to the Cobras, we ain't really had no good corners. Hey, it wasn't no damn secret. We ain't really had no top corners.
That's true. Y'all ain't get the corners, in my opinion, until the Cobras.
Cobras, yeah.
Cobras when Milk came over.
Yeah,
And I took some shots recently because I said the Cobras wasn't a real Town Beef team. And like, yo, for me, I remember the order and I remember the phone call. And like I said, I remember y'all not having the corners. And the Assassins wasn't a perfect team. Y'all just had the best chemistry with a lot of talent. Everybody else was just a neighborhood group.
right.
But when the Cobras came, I recall Marcus making the phone calls and everybody understanding that this was an opportunity for Baltimore to start going at New Jersey.
Yep.
So in that point, I'm like, yeah, yo, go ahead, take my corner. Like, all respect the Milk. But like, because he could go wherever he want to go, whenever he want to go.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody in control of that. But like, Marcus made the phone call, was like, yo, you mind if I take Milk? I'm like, yeah, bro, you got my blessing. And I know that phone call was made in other places. Like you said, you seen Ruger pop up over there. You seen other people pop up over there. And when that season right there, the introduction to A7, that wasn't even really an introduction to A7 because A7 really ain't come until another season or two later. They still was calling it Town Beef at that point.
Yeah.
It just was traveling.
I think Ryan was trying to make the transition. When we went out there and played the Assassins, we went out there and played Savage. Because like I said, at the first season, Ryan invited us out there to play the Savages in a showcase game.
Yep.
Before the championship game. And we went out there, we did our thing, and during that time, Aaron was hurt. I mean, John was hurt. He wasn't quarterback. Aaron was playing quarterback. And after the game, I think Ryan told him, like, we're going to add you guys into the playoff next season. But we want y'all to build a team.
I remember that game. That's the game where before John got hurt, John made like a deep pass and Aaron Aaron really dove out there, stretched all out.
We needed a play and John had to go to quarterback. We know you hurt, but we trying to win.
Yep.
We trying to get stamped out here, you know.
And when it got that thing.
From Baltimore, we out here playing in Jersey. So we trying to win and make some noise. And that's what we did. We made noise with the Assassins. And I think the following year, the spring, Ryan was trying to transition to A7.
And that's why they made the name change so they can copyright it and the league can own the name.
And I was a little upset about that. I was like, we're not changing our name.
Yeah.
Because, you know, he wanted to grow. He wanted to do more things. I was like, yeah, you're right. They don't need to stand still. Let's grow.
Yeah.
Let's make it the Cobras. And Ryan told us, like, put the best together down there, and we're going to add you guys in here to compete. And that's what we did. And I think that fall when we played y'all,
yeah,
that's when I told Marcus, like, if we're going to do something, we're going to get players. That's when I told him, go get Milk.
Yeah.
Because he played Relly. When I seen
How he
his
played
blind
Relly.
self play Relly, I'm like, yeah, we gonna
goggles.
go get him. Go get him. Contact Thomas, who you need to talk to. Like, see if he want to play. And I just talked to Milk probably like 2 days ago or yesterday about that. And that's how it worked with Milk. I mean, like I said, I'm not taking credit for anything that Cobras got going on, but Mark is my guy.
Yeah.
And whatever the Assassins and Cobras had going on, we was on the phone talking about it.
Yeah,
We
no,
put it together.
and like I said, you're not taking credit, but I believe the credit is yours. Not like in a percentage, because like we said, we know how those offices work. We know how y'all chemistry was. We know how communication go. Marcus wasn't just a shot caller. You know, a lot of it was influence, man. He wanted to make his guys happy, and he wanted the best. And y'all gave him the confirmation he needed a lot of times to make certain decisions. Don't get me wrong, that man, he got an eye for talent on his own.
Yeah.
But
I felt like Marcus' job was just organize the stuff, get the jerseys, set the games up, and we're going to go out there and represent his name as a team, like as the Cobras.
Yo,
everybody that's been here.
Don't talk about 52 like that, yo. Don't talk about 52 like that, yo. He gonna be hurt talking about like that, yo. He wants you to mention some of them points where he made some of them tackles, yo. Don't talk about 52.
I mean, yeah.
Run! Woo! Oh, Mark, here you go, Cole! That's Cole can really hit.
He did his thing, but, you know, of course we pumped him up when he did something, but Marcus was getting up in age.
Yeah.
You see he got on greatness, yo. Chill. Leave my young ball alone. We good. Stephon, I hope you running the ball.
Yeah.
He was transitioning like, I don't need to do this no more. I could just, you know,
That's some
get
5,
everybody
10.
come my
Oh,
way.
yo, he'd have been good if he wasn't working 10 jobs, yo.
Yeah, yeah.
If he wasn't working 10 jobs, he could have got at least 5 town beef seasons off, yo.
Even with the little turkey bowls and big man bowls and all that, he was
Yeah.
out there doing his thing. He still had a little juice on him.
Yo, he gonna be out there this Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Yo, he ain't missing none of them, yo.
It's over for me.
Yo, so town beef, bro. We had so much talent, bro. Like, so much talent everywhere. Once it really got going, and like you said, after that first championship, and we start talking about Jersey, seeing it, people start coming out the woodworks, and we started to grow. Yo, who was some of your favorite players?
So when the league started growing, you know, hit squad came, Elite, Amani, Trelo. Of course, you guys were still there with Dreads, Royds, Kamar.
Kamar.
was my guy. Like, as the first guy, I felt like when I came off the line, he blocked me, and I was like, hold on,
It's a little bit different.
Well, strong, ain't you? I was like, all
Quick
right.
feet.
Yeah,
Yo,
yeah. I was
IQ.
like, yeah, he that.
Didn't get angry.
Nope.
Yo,
He found one. He was another one I told Mark to go get about the Cobras.
yeah.
But when you talk about favorite players, I mean, I had like a favorite. I would say I hated Money, but that boy was open. He always open because he was a track star.
Oh my God, yo. And Amani would legit go to every single practice, do his thing in some Pradas, and then roll out and go to the next practice, yo. Like,
Yeah, he was a track star. So any corner guy in front of him was just running past him. Even when we played him, Trey Look was back there doing his thing, running around.
Shout out to Trey Look.
And just throw it, ducks, or just throw it out there. And Money would run out and catch
some
it.
kind of way. Yo, him and Luke was a new regime. Yo, but I'm going to let you get back to your players. But I got to say this because, like I said, I don't know if I'm going to have the opportunity to talk to you like this or people ever going to get to hear what you got to say. So I'm going to give you your flowers while you're here. Tom Brady, Troy Polamalu, LeBron James, and you. Y'all the only players in this world who, like, made me respect them. Like, yo, I didn't want to respect y'all. I ain't like y'all. I ain't none of that. But, like, the game and every single time, and it wasn't just against me, it was against everybody. Y'all always showed up. Y'all always came hot. And Amani, something like that, too, because I ain't like Amani either. But, like, once Amani got there and I started to see the speed going crazy and all that, it's like, yo, you got to respect it.
Yeah.
It don't matter how you feel. You got to respect the game. And that's how you become a fan.
Yeah.
But that's how I felt about you in that moment, too, yo.
Man, I appreciate it, man.
But
Yes, sir.
Amani, who's some other players you like, yo?
Money, we talk about the wide receiver. Of course, Glock, Kenny.
Kenny.
You don't know white boy Kenny.
Kenny, yo, oh my God.
Yeah,
Yo,
Goose.
talk about recruiting, yo. When we was able to recruit Kenny, oh
Yeah,
my
yeah,
God.
that was a great pick.
Kenny and Nick.
Yeah.
Nick Mullen, yep.
Nick Mullen, Nick Mullen, he was smart. I mean, quarterbacks, I always wanted to play with Trey Loke because he had no fear in throwing the ball. And I like that. I like when you throw me the ball and you be like bouncing out there. And I feel like 9 times out of 10 I'm going to catch it.
I'm going to get open. Yeah, just put it over there. I'm going to get it.
I never played with him, but I always played with him. We always talked about it, but I just always went a different route. We talk about quarterback.
How he used to just throw it to Marco.
Yep.
I don't know if people remember Marco.
Yeah, definitely remember Marco. He came along. It was just his connection to Trey Loke was crazy because Trey Loke could throw them high balls, and that's what he wanted. He wanted to go up over top of people and grab it. Quarterbacks, Ruger, of course.
Trey Loke did used to play with that little ass ball though. I ain't gonna lie. We gonna say the facts. We gonna say the fact. He used to play with that little ass ball. I was so happy when we got a regulation ball, yo.
I think it hurt him in the championship game we played him.
It did.
Because it was easier.
Yep.
Like when you give him the ball, Stephon, he got a dive. It was easy for me to get in there and strip the ball.
Stephon, aka Brown Sugar.
Yeah, man.
Yo, he put Brown Sugar on the jerseys.
It killed him in that championship, and it was wet.
Yeah.
So,
that was up Northwestern, right?
Yeah, I think he was up there.
Northwestern. I came up there, even though my team, we lost, we ain't make it. Yo, I still came up there supporting the rain. I walked over there to the car because we ain't had Bluetooth speaker. It was a car I pulled up with the music playing because Marcus got us the gospel rapper from his church to perform at the halftime show.
Rain, he out there in the umbrella. Like, yeah, it's crazy out here. But that's just goes to show we talk about Marcus. He's trying. He's trying
from the
to
beginning.
make stuff better.
From the beginning.
Yeah, he want people to be like, oh, it's gonna be this day, it's gonna be that day. I'm excited to play. I'm excited to go. That's what he wanted. That's all he wanted, the people to be excited to come to his league and play.
Yeah, he accomplished that.
Yeah, and that's what now look at it, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, it's crazy now. I don't know what's going on now, but like I said, the favorite Town Beef players, I gotta go team. Why I could just go team? Probably like his squad, Trey Loke and Marnie. When you talk about you guys, Drez, Kamal, and Ronald got on my nerves too. You know he ain't play a lot.
The horse.
He got on my nerves, and somehow his little butt kept getting open.
Shout out to the horse.
Byron. Of course, because we had a lot of history playing against each other. We played a lot, so probably a whole army for real.
Yo, to be honest, like our teams were somewhat patterned after each other over the years, and that's where we started to learn structure. Like I say, the same way how y'all started learning how to recruit and add them pieces.
Yeah.
That's what we started doing too, and trying to figure it out.
And learning the game of Town Beef with the 7 players.
Completely different.
Yeah, the rules and everything. And I felt like if you didn't know the rules and you didn't know what you was doing, you was lost.
Yep.
You talking about, I played this, I played that, I played 11-11. This not 11-11. This 7-7.
I swear, bro.
And then you out here trying to go hard and you gonna mess around and find out.
And that bleed into the referees too. Like, we did the best we could getting referees, but referees was coming in. You got to teach them the game. That's why I used to laminate the rule book.
Yeah.
Niggas hated it, but I'm like, yo,
I remember
I don't care.
You walked on the field.
Niggas hated
it. Playing. There's in the rules right here, but sometimes you got to do that because, like I said, they used to reffing 11-11 or whatever they was reffing.
Yep.
They come over here with a whole new rule book. And, like I said, everyone was a learning experience. And every season is a learning experience because every time something was new.
And like I say, when you put that time in from the beginning, the rule book became so much more important. Especially when you want to start taking them trips on that road.
Yeah.
You need to know it, even though every time they still play by a different set of rules.
Yeah, absolutely. You just had to beat them boys up there, right?
Yeah, beat them at their own game, yo. Yo, so Town Beef going, we thriving, teams everywhere. The Assassins, in my opinion, and the rest of the league's opinion, I can't speak for the whole league, but the corner of people of the league that identify as I do, we believe that when the talent started to reach a certain point and the Assassins wasn't the big kids in the park no more, the team broke up. Can I ask you why did the Assassins break up?
So, I think, was it the fall season we broke up?
Yeah, it might have been fall.
The Bulldogs won a championship. And it's funny because we played in that championship. Oh, the Assassins this, Assassins that. They ain't that same no more.
The emergence of
big
Buck.
brothers.
Yep.
Between the Turks and the Assassins. So I went to quarterback and took my team to the championship. Whatever. So I think, well, I know the Assassins broke up. Skriz, he ain't like what was going on. How Marcus was doing stuff. You know, Marcus did his thing. Oh, we're going to add this person. We're going to add that person. Skriz was like, I wasn't with it.
Yeah, because Marcus was obsessed with building the super team.
He wanted the best of the best to be on his team because he wanted to keep that. He wanted to keep that image or like when you talk about Marcus, you talking about
the perception. The perception.
He's the best commissioner or organization down here in Baltimore. He wanted to keep that, and I think that fall season, Skriz wasn't with it, and he said he wanted to leave, and he broke up, and you know. I think John and they played with Old Town Gators and everything. Yeah. And I think him and Sly and Skriz had put together a name like the Turks, and they split up and they left, and they took John with them, Junior with them, Sly brought his people, whatever, and they became the Turks.
Yo.
So it wasn't like I don't know what happened to the Assassins. It just became Sherrod ain't like nothing.
Yeah.
And other guys was with like, oh, I'm with you on that. I don't like it either. And they started something new and fresh. Yeah. They came out with the Maryland flag jerseys and everything. I like them. Like I said, but I'm not. They my guys, but if they want to do that, they're going to do that.
Yeah, I was always curious, like, what made you stay? Because it looked like the core, at least, you know, us being there from the beginning, all of the OG Assassin players, in my opinion, when that split happened, they went on the other side. Mm-hmm. Everybody went with John. And I thought it was John that did it and made the decision, just with him being the quarterback, but kind of found Skriz. But Skriz played a real big role, too.
Yeah, you know, Skriz.
I feel like Skriz ran in the locker room. Yeah. But
Skriz a passionate player, man. He just, you know, he bring that energy like a Ray Lewis would bring. Like he's very passionate, and the only time, you know,
he's another one I want to get an interview with, bro.
Best defensive player in the league at the time, and you know, crazy sacks. He was the first person to win MVP award in Town Beat.
Skriz.
So, yeah, and I guess they just followed his lead.
Yeah,
and I don't know. I wasn't going to.
I mean, I said you got offense and defense at the same time.
Yeah,
that much energy, that momentum,
and when you take a guy like John.
Yo.
And put him on your team, you bound to win something as a quarterback. Because at that time, nobody close to John.
John goated. Like he goated no matter what. But like even the Gators John ain't have nothing on Assassins John.
Yeah.
Yo, Assassins John would make the Gators look bad 7 days a week.
That's that young John.
Yo, for real. For real.
He reacted faster. He got his drop faster.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I was playing with John since forever and a day, so I know his weaknesses.
He was way more accurate. He took a lot more chances. Mm-hmm. That's the thing too. Like,
but when you playing with somebody like Relly,
or
somebody else, you ain't gotta really take too much of a chance.
That's true.
You get in trouble, throw a fade.
That's true.
But that fade came from high school. They played together,
so
it's like
that back shoulder.
It's already. So.
Yeah, but back then, man, he was throwing them slants. He was 10 and ends. He was running curls. But I feel like once we got to, once you get to the Gators, your mind and everything, like we said, film and everything, he just got to an elite point where I feel like he didn't take chances. Mm-hmm. He didn't have to. Like, that's another point, too.
Yeah.
He got some of the best route runners, best everything, too. But, as just a fan of the game, you just miss certain things that you're familiar with. Yeah. But shout out to him, like, that ain't no shot. He ain't have to. He had the best route runners. Like, that boy Kyle came in on some stuff I never seen before.
Yeah.
But with all that being said, what made you stay?
I mean, I'm not going to say I was a follower. I've never been the type to, like when someone wants to do something because of their personal reason, I'll just go follow.
You ain't let that influence your decisions.
So it's like, we still got me, Relly, Nick. I mean, it wasn't too much leaving. I felt like they just wanted to do something different. And I'm not saying like they was like saying like, oh, we need them. It just that I felt like they wanted something fresh.
Yeah.
And that's something fresh started to something good because after that, they became the Gators.
They revolutionized the
Yeah.
offensive side of the ball in our league. Like before, our league was defensive driven, defense and running back. When they got over there, they brought the passing to the next level. Like, and I'm gonna give them that credit. At least that's my opinion. The passing, the elite passing in our league started with them.
Yeah. Because that arm that John got. But like I said, the Assassins breakup wasn't like the whole team fell out. It just that one person made a decision to try something new, and a couple other people was with it. And we wasn't mad. We let them go, and we liked their name. We liked the Turks name.
Speak for yourself.
We liked the Turks name.
I was in that office that next day.
I felt like I said we just gonna beat them.
Yeah.
We just gonna beat them, and we beat them.
Y'all did. Yeah.
So
you gave Marcus that energy, and he leaned on you, and like you said, you went to quarterback. Again, that was something in the league that I never seen before. Like, at least at that level, because we seen big quarterbacks. I came from having a big man quarterback back in the day. You remember?
Yeah, trying.
But your finesse, your speed, your play calling, your IQ, your accuracy. That season, everything was on point. To the point where I don't know why you ain't just stay quarterback. I couldn't figure it out.
Because we had Ruger, I think, was Ruger?
Yeah, Ruger was over there too.
Ruger became our quarterback.
Yeah.
Ruger became our quarterback till the noise came. The noise came. Oh, the Assassins ain't this. Even if you go on the boards today and type in the Assassins, you will see it. Like, the Assassins ain't this. They ain't the same. We done lost 3 games now. Like, we fighting for a playoff spot. We actually played you guys to get into the playoffs. And then when we got into the playoffs, we played y'all.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
The back-to-back weeks.
Yep. And that's how it happened. It just like, I felt like when I switched to quarterback, it still was easy because I had Nick. Like, I had Relly.
Yeah.
I had the guy Earl that we had. It's a lot of people that we had that can't remember right now, but we had still our core pieces, and I felt like we could go a distance with that.
I did,
and that's what happened. And like I said, I congratulate Skrez and John whatever they was doing. They wanted something different, and I wasn't with it. I'm like, I'm gonna just stay.
Yeah. And you did for a couple seasons. Well, a lot of seasons. Because I don't think you left until SOA, right?
Yeah. And I talked to Marcus about SOA. Because SOA just became... I don't know what SOA became.
What was that merger? I remember the team. I remember that's when Luke and them was definitely over there more.
It was a mix like Bulldog, his squad. Because they had Buck, they had Luke, they had Snags. And Nick, Relly... It
was a lot, yeah. It was a lot.
And
That Son of Assassins team was serious. But it's like, I don't know, yo. I'm just so old school, and I remember, like you said, when we came off the neighborhoods and with our guys, that like, once we start to the super teams and recruit, that's why I call them super teams. Like, even though my team, we beat Army because I got that tackle on Luke up Lamel, that last hit when the sun was going down. We won that game, so I ain't hating. But, y'all, they got us later on in the playoffs. But anyway, super teams, bro. Because I remember these mergers and when the mergers came from, and like my team, like being loyal and sticking to that core, just something that's important to me. And it's not like that with a lot of guys. But I feel like you one of them guys too, because you ain't never really go outside of that.
I felt like, because I always feel like whatever team I'm on, I feel like I'm the man.
Yeah,
like I'm that guy. So like, if something go wrong, they come to me. I need to make a play. I need to make a sack. I need to score a touchdown. I've always felt like that, even when the COVID started, and I had that breakout game, and it became like, and boom, we trusted when Ryan did that or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But that was once again another breakup between the Gators. They went to the Gators, the Cobras. The same way the Assassins took core pieces and went to the Terps. They took core pieces from the Cobras and they went to the Gators. That same season. Not that same season, the 87 season.
Yeah, the very next season, because after the Terps dissolved, because they couldn't keep Terps, so they came up with Gators or something like that.
Yeah.
Right? Yep.
Yep. And that incident happened out Douglas.
Yo.
And that's when everything transitioned to the Gators. Took out players, and I still stayed. Me, Luke, Dre, Milk, all was still over there. It just, I feel like when stuff like that happen, and Marcus is stressed out, I'm the next person to step up, and I become that leader. So it's like,
You taking on that stress and everything
yeah.
with it.
And it's like a lot of people run the league, like, oh, Bone ain't leaving Marcus. It's much bigger than just the league, because like I said, me and Marcus grew a relationship outside the league.
Yeah.
Like, he know half of whatever I was going through, and I knew half of he was going through. It became bigger than just football. And it was not like, oh, I'm going to stay loyal to Marcus because that reason. It's just that I feel like I'm a leader and this is my team. So why would I leave my team to go deal with somebody else's team?
No, you're right.
So that's all. That became with me just staying with Marcus. How many years I stayed with Marcus?
And you're right. The team, like say, with different acquisitions and different people, stuff starting to happen like up Douglas that was out of y'all character. As it just wasn't how we rolled back in the day, which I understood. But even then, with all that being said, we overcame that. As we overcame a lot more. The only thing I feel like as a league we never overcame was that game at Dunbar when we had the stands packed from left to right. Somebody in every single seat. 92Q was there. News stations there. The biggest game we ever had. And I blame Snags. I don't know if you're aware of the conversation, but the question is...
Yeah, he was fighting John.
Is there a person, place, or thing that you blame for town beef to start to go down?
I can't. Person, I'm gonna say Ryan, because
Ron DePaul.
Ryan came in. I'm not saying it was a bad Detroit. Ryan came in and started 8-7. Ryan came in and started 8-7. You're gonna play in Jersey. You're gonna play in Pennsylvania. You're gonna play for a trophy. Then it became, oh, you're gonna start playing for money and all that. So
The money.
the guys was like, even we showed it when we was the Cobras. We didn't play that one spring because we was gonna play 8-7 when the Warlords won a championship. Because we showed it like we ain't playing town beef no more. We don't want to play it no more. We want to play 8-7, the big stuff.
Yeah.
So when we talk about town beef transitioning to 8-7, I want to say Ryan killed it. He just made it more better opportunities. So he was like, oh, hey, Marcus, you want to just add more teams that's in town beef and make them 8-7 and not town beef? And all the guys was with it because they want to play the Jersey teams. They want to be on YouTube. They want to be on Instagram.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
You're right. You want to be seen for what you're doing. You want to play different people.
Yeah,
you
yes,
want
sir.
The idea to travel. A lot of guys was never traveled before. Going to Jersey was, a lot of guys first and only.
Yep. So in my respective, and everybody gonna have their opinion about how town beef slowly went down.
Yeah.
And went away. Everybody didn't want to play no more. That's a huge, huge part because Ryan was trying to grow as well. And then now you got, because even when we had the Cobras the first year, they playing with us on Saturdays, because that time we was playing Saturday nights at 7 o'clock up Canton. And on Sundays, they was playing town beef. And once it became just 8-7, everybody just became 8-7. So that's when town beef was just, slowly down.
Slowly but surely.
Everybody gonna do it. Other people just doing it because they just love football and they want to stay connected. So I don't feel like it was, if I had to pick a location, it had to be CC Jackson, not because we in Park Heights and I say on the interview talking about a bag or something like that.
Yeah.
Or the fights or something like that. It's because of us as an organization and the people that play in this league. When we're done, we just leaving stuff around. Like trash the field. We trashing the field like, yo, we grown men out here. And the person that ran the league told Marcus, we're not having it anymore. And when we went up there trying to play again, the gates was locked. They wasn't, oh yeah, y'all fought. Whatever team that was, and Milton that was on, they fought the Bulldogs or whatever. It
Yeah.
wasn't because of that, man. It's because people don't know the stuff that goes on behind the scene with Marcus. And like I said, we go in that office and we talk about stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The lady, we on the phone with the lady. We talking to the lady. She saying why? She's saying you're trashing my field. There's seeds. There's
Stuff we just
cigarette
can't get
smokes.
there, yep.
Everything that's there. So when they had their events, they
guts
got
from
to
the
clean
blunts,
up.
yep, mhm.
Yep. And during that time, it became, oh, don't rent your field to them Town Beef guys because they're gonna mess it up.
We got blackball.
Oh, don't rent your field to them Town Beef guys or whatever because they're gonna hit your ref.
You right?
So it's not, to me, as an organization, as Town Beef as a whole, everybody played their part. The people that did their part.
Nah,
Because
right.
I'm not taking blame for shit. I ain't disrespect nobody feel or nothing like that. But at the end of the day, people with emotions run high or whatever they had it going on or whatever.
Yeah.
They did what they did. We know who they did.
Yeah.
But
Including myself, I ain't innocent.
Yeah.
I ain't innocent. My
Right.
team ain't innocent. So just making sure like we talking about everything.
Yeah,
For the
so-
viewers, we ain't taking ourselves out of
but
it.
when it all boils down, you put all that together, people still have their opinion. Like you would say snags because of that moment or whatever that happened at that time.
Yeah. Let's say everybody got their own perspective.
Yeah.
And you know, I plan on asking this question to everybody, and I hope everybody got a different answer. You
Yeah,
know what I
yeah,
mean? But
Yeah, but I ain't giving them no players. If we want to talk about, we're gonna talk about. I feel like it was just an organization of how us as Town Beef, Merlin was doing things at certain fields or treating certain refs,
Yeah.
or just, if somebody ride past Dunbar and they see us fighting outside the gate, like what are we doing here?
nah, you
so
right,
it's
though.
like, oh, we ain't doing that. Rex and
We ain't
Parks, we
here
don't
for
want to deal
football,
with that.
yeah.
That's all I'm saying. So it's like, even when we start losing the fields, it just became dead. So now, a guy that's in Jersey that's running A7, he's putting everything on his name, and it just went from there because now it's out of Marcus' name, it's in other people's, it's in Ryan's name.
Yeah.
And I felt like Town Beef just, I ain't say it went dead. It's just that people didn't want to play it no more.
yeah, and that's true too. And as far as Fields losing CC, we wasn't sure how he was gonna recover from CC, but just so we make sure we record the history correctly, I want to say shout out to Luke. A lot of people don't know that Luke, guy from the West Side, Park Heights, hit squad. He was the one responsible for getting us Dunbar at the time, linking in with Coach Ty.
Yeah.
So, and then he bridged Ty to Marcus, and from there we had Dunbar, just so we running back. But you're right, the seeds of CC Jackson was the biggest thing. That and the guts. We couldn't overcome those two more than anything. I'm still keeping my opinion on the Snags joint. I'm gonna die on this hill. Snags, I'll see you soon, bro.
Yeah.
I appreciate you. With everything being said, yo, Town Beef, A7, you did your thing. Everybody say that. Everybody respect you. Everybody, I never hear nobody say anything bad about you. Definitely not to your face. But you left Maryland, bro. What made you leave? You did all this hard work to put Maryland on and fight for Maryland, and then you left Maryland when it felt like Maryland was trying to come together for the first time.
I want to say I left Maryland. I feel like I was pushed out. So I feel like I was pushed out.
Why you say pushed out?
When all that stuff happened with what's his name, Shinner, was saying that we ain't have a leg to stand on. Remember all that stuff happened and all that?
Yeah.
Marcus pissed off. He was pissed off. I mean, he had his right to be pissed off, but I felt like Shannon was right. We since A7 started in Maryland, we didn't put $1 in this. Marcus didn't put $1 in this. Far as like the fields and everything, Ryan was paying for all that. That's why he said what he said, because they was dishing out the money. They was dishing out everything. Now, Marcus was running the things behind the scene down here, but when it came to booking the fields and having people travel down here, that was coming from up top. And he said what he said. He ain't had to say it. He said what he said. He was pissed off. Mark was pissed off about it. So that came along with the Watchmen, the Baltimore Watchmen. And I told Marcus, I said, if you so pissed off together, why don't we just do what we did with the Cobras? Put a team together, and if we ain't had nothing to stand on, we just gonna go win the money and get it back in blood.
Yeah.
And most people don't know about that because Marcus don't talk about who he talked to and what goes on behind the scene, but
A lot of people don't know behind it.
But-
But before you get to the Watchmen, though, you can't get to the Watchmen without covering Rare Breed.
yeah, that's
And the Shinner and everything you said, that all of that part was true. I was on that phone call. And even your response to everything Shinner said, all of that's true.
yeah.
Like I said, Marcus was pissed, and at the time we were probably just in our feelings a little bit more than we needed to be. But like, we like, all right, we standing with Marcus. We gonna do our thing. We'll show y'all. And then Marcus went ahead and made a move on us, man. We standing strong. We doing what we supposed to be doing. We all think we on the same page.
It wasn't gonna
Even then,
play.
like, yo, Marcus was a good guy, and Marcus did a lot of amazing stuff, but far from perfect.
Yeah.
Even behind the scenes too. We cover a lot of that more when we get into Marcus' next interview. But that Red Breed season, to me, I thought Red Breed was special.
Yeah.
And I blame Marcus for the demise of that. And like when the Assassins broke up, how y'all had a meeting and a talk face to face, how everything went. That wasn't how Red Breed broke up went. And to me, it meant a little bit more because it was me, it was the other Tom, and it was Marcus running stuff as a game. And to me, it was working well. The best season I ever had. But Marcus went ahead, made a move behind the scenes. And in our message group, all the players just started dipping because everybody just wanted to play football. They didn't care about nothing else, which is, I don't respect it, but it is what it is. Like I say, that's how y'all roll. I don't mind it. But yeah, when the Watchmen started, so that whole idea of going to go prove and beat them, I support it. But even getting up to there was a little bit dirt on Marcus, a little bit, which he addressed in his own time, and he'll speak on it again.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I remember like all that commotion and all that. Like he wasn't gonna play because of what he said. So he wasn't gonna be no Maryland teams at 8-7. You wanted to take it back to when we did it down here. I mean, it was all a conversation, but like I said, we could have a conversation. Oh, we want to do this, we want to do that. But when there's time to talk about money, don't nobody want to talk.
Facts.
So
You're right, though.
That's what happens.
And that was the wall we always ran into.
Yep.
And then we started making these phone calls. It's hard to get in these time slots and get people to commit to what they need to commit to.
Yep.
And like I said, and beyond Marcus, and it wasn't, just to be clear, it wasn't a Marcus not paying for stuff. It was the players. It was the people.
Absolutely.
Because everybody want everything done for them.
Yep.
Nobody wanted to pay for their own self to travel. Nobody wanted to support their own dreams. Everybody wanted that free ride.
Yep. Absolutely.
And that's one of the reasons why we failed.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I just wanted to clarify that, make
Yeah.
sure it wasn't Marcus that didn't have the money. It was Baltimore.
Yeah, so it's like, so I think whatever guy came and he supposed to sent Ryan $50,000 or something like that. I don't know. Whatever that chatter was about.
I don't know nothing about that.
But it was something that who was running when the Buzz came and the Virginia team came.
I know what you're talking about. That guy, I forgot his name. I know who you're talking about though.
Yeah.
And he went
They was trying to kick Marcus out and make him the commissioner.
Yep.
Because he supposed to send Ryan some money or whatever.
Yeah, he actually paid the $20K. I think
Yeah,
the $20K.
something
and
like
bought the
that.
franchise.
You
Yeah.
ain't never see boy. Yeah, I ain't never see him.
Yeah.
So, like I said, money, when 8-7 came along, money started talking, and that's what happened. But even when Marcus and I went Red Breed, I went to the Gators, I felt like once the Cobras was dead, I felt like I could just play whatever I wanted.
Your loyalty
Yeah.
was gone. Yeah, I'm not gone, but like
It was
it's
nothing
ran its
left.
course. Yeah, it's ran
There
its
was nothing
course.
left.
You did
Cobras
everything.
was gone, so now I'm gonna just
Finally was free.
go play where I want to play, because if it was the Cobras, because when you talk about Cobras, you can't talk about Cobras and not talk about me, Riley, Nick, or whatever.
Facts. Milk.
But so then when everybody started leaving, now I became the face of the Cobras much more than what I did.
The new addition was you and Luke.
Yeah.
and where they go. I got you. No, you right
Yeah.
though. But saying all that to say, and this my last time, at least in this interview, bringing it around, tying it back to what I said about who I blame. I ain't gonna keep saying your name, bro. But when you talk about Baltimore not being able to provide, to me, that's why I say we started to go down and we died on that day. Because at our height, we had our radio station there. We had our news stations there. We were able to finally fill a stadium with people that were there to see the game. Other than that, we never were able to have them ticket sales again. We never was able to get that much exposure. It's all sponsorship ideas. Nothing was ever able to get back to that peak. And I think that's what wraps back around to Shinner saying, like, yo, what has Baltimore done? Baltimore ain't got a leg to stand on. And to me, that's when we lost our last leg that day.
Oh, yeah.
But that's just my part. Move on. So, yo, you go to the Gators in A7. We got Red Breed in there. The Gators have an amazing season. Y'all end up falling a little bit short. We fell short as well as Red Breed. That next season, the Watchmen come into play. And you go to BIC,
Yeah.
Brothers in Christ.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to Carl. Shout out to Carl. Carl, you always been good with me, bro. You always been straight, man. I ain't got no problem with Carl. Shout out to Carl. Shout out to Ryan.
Man, that Watchmen team, special. A lot of talent. I felt like, and I don't know who it was. Like I said, I respect people. I don't disrespect nobody. But it was chatter around the Watchmen. Bone don't come to practice. Bone don't show up to the games.
Yeah.
Bone on Instagram. They keep making videos of Bone. He ain't here. He ain't doing this. So now I felt like I was being targeted. Like,
I gotta go show y'all.
yeah. Like, boy, you don't come to practice. You don't want to do this. We ain't gonna start you. I never started not one game on the Watchmen. Picture that. Me not starting one game on the Watchmen team. I don't know who was running. Whoever them Viking guys was running. Marcus head running or whatever. I ain't expecting them to like me. Because when we play against each other, you know, I'm show up. Every Sunday, you know what you're going to get from me. But I'm not saying that that's what it was. But like I said, when I got in the game, I got in the game. And Buck was still there. That was my guy. John was still there. And I think I was like, I never tripped about playing time. I did enough. I did enough where I could just hand something out.
Yeah, highly
You
decorated.
feel me?
Yeah,
So,
highly decorated.
I was just wanting to play, and Marcus asked me to play. My last show with the Watchmen was when we played out Ohio. We played Nightcrawlers. And before the game, I'm chopping up with Buck. This is what we're going to do. You ready to do this, you ready to do that. Oh, they fast, but they small. We run the ball. We're going to get you the ball and all that. Of course, that ain't happen. And I think I got in the game one play, and Buck threw an interception, and I guess he thought it was my fault. And I ain't touched the field never again.
That's crazy.
Before the fourth quarter started, I was on highway going home. I never left a game early until that game.
Dang.
Like, and then it's like, yo, you got me sitting over here like I can't make a difference when I get in the game.
Right.
But I'm not going to spaz out, oh, I need to play, I need to do this, I need to do that. You know I'm on the sideline.
Man, if anything, I only see you do that thing where you pull on your jersey and then you will probably walk back and forth 2 or 3 times, and after that's it. I don't see you do much more than that.
I'm not here arguing with nobody, man. I'm just trying to play ball. You know I'm on the sideline. You know what I could do, and you choose not to do it.
So, with that being said, BRC just took you with open arms?
I mean,
You just said, yo, I want to come up there, or they
you
reach
take
out?
me with open arms?
Hell yeah.
I mean, not to sound cocky or nothing like that. It's just, you know, like I said, I always like how BRC ran their organization. And when you talk to Kenny,
Shout out to Kenny.
Marcus is
yo.
my guy, but when you talk to Kenny ain't sugarcoating nothing. He ain't promising you nothing. He telling you exactly what it is, how it's going to be, and this is what it's going to be. So, I actually hit Q Bell up first.
Shout out to Q Bell.
And I told him
That was a big name.
I told him I need a jersey.
That's a huge name.
And he told me, for real? And I guess he put my name in the group chat. And
That's all it take.
talked to Kenny, and Kenny added me to the group chat just like that. And I said, and I talked to my wife about it, like, what you think about me playing in New Jersey? And she was like, I think it's time for something new. I was like, you right. And it was always Maryland versus Jersey. Always Maryland versus Jersey. But it been started, people going from Maryland to Jersey, people playing on teams like Dion played for BIC.
Yeah.
Like people start dipping and dabbing up there in Jersey.
It was a K-Wack. To me, it was a K-Wack. To me, was a big one.
K-Wack
came down. Yeah.
So it became more just not just Baltimore versus Jersey. It just became just football. And if you felt like you wanted to play on that team, then you go play on that team.
See, man, I don't know. That's probably one of the things that held me up too, because I never was able to get to that mind space.
Yeah.
To me, I still was in the Baltimore joint, but until recently, now I understand.
Yeah.
And like I said, I respect it. And like you going up there, I respect it because that's one of the many reasons on why you're goated. To be able to go up there and win that whole thing and have that respect and still do what you did on every level, on every team, regardless of state, regardless of coast, and still be that guy. Yo, you goated, bro. I don't care if anybody ever tell you or you don't know it or you don't think it, which I think you do. Shout out to you. Anything you want to say to the league, bro?
I mean, I was here since, the beginning, since 2014. And I'm still here. You feel me? It's just like, I feel like I've seen the league grow. I've seen the ups, I've seen the downs, I've seen the bad, I've seen the good. Even when, people probably had their opinion about me leaving Baltimore team and going to a New Jersey team. Just like if you watch Murray live, that time he was on there with DK. He was like, yeah, when Bone left and went to BIC, everybody was in group chat like, fuck Bone. As you should.
Yeah.
As you should. I mean, like I said, but that's my decision. And I felt like, and to be honest, I feel like after the Cobras left, I should have been on BRC. I feel like I should have been made that move.
Yeah, you had a couple
And
more
like,
in a trophy case.
Yeah, I mean, shout out to BRC. It's just like when you become a part of that organization and you see how they move and you see how their leaders move, like Sturry, K-Wack, Ashanti, and Kenny. Mm-hmm. Like, they're the four people you think about when you talk about BRC, and then you got Carl, of course.
Yeah.
But the people that's really in it, Sturry, Kenny,
K-Wack, for the right
Ashanti,
reasons.
Man, it's just like they want to see everybody succeed. It just don't matter who you are, what you do. Once you put on that BRC jersey, we want to see you win. And I feel like the person on the team that holds everyone to the higher standard is Sturry. He's our quarterback. And people don't know that because they don't play with him. I play with a lot of people. I play with a lot of leaders. Yeah. But the way that man prepared for games, of course, I be in his inbox. He prepared for games. It's crazy. If you watch the game from YouTube, you see how he play. But if you're on the sideline, this man is he not even watching the game. He in his playbook.
That's crazy. I never knew that.
Yeah, because that's what I'm saying. You watching the game from YouTube and you on the whole other side or you on the stands.
Yeah.
Once offense off the field, well, not last year because he played a little the defense. He had to, but when he was just playing offense, he came to the sideline. He was in his book. He'd be like, "Dang, we should have did this. We should have did that." He's working on his craft as the game goes on.
That's different.
And I said, "Damn, I played a lot of motherfuckers, but
yeah, that's different."
Even before the game, he's sitting down. He in his book. It's just like the way we prepare as a team with BRC. It's just like it's different. And you, the next guy wants you to be great, so you want to be great for the next guy. You got KK out there, you got Shanti out there. Everybody making plays, and you be like, "Yo, I want to make a play too." Shit,
yeah.
You feel me? But they're gonna allow you to do that. But if you're not hold up to your standards, you're not doing what you're doing, I promise you won't touch the field. And that's just how it is, and you gotta respect that.
That's what it's supposed to be. Yeah, that's real ball.
Yeah. So
when you really want to play, that's how it really go.
And that's I feel like how organization, like how people should be playing. Like I hear a lot about how you run your team. So we be like Marcus would be like, "Oh yeah, Thomas do this and do that." I'm like, "Yeah," because what you want to do with your guys, you want to make them feel comfortable and make them feel like, not saying we need you, but if you here, we need you to do this. We need you to do that. You feel what I'm saying?
It got to be clearly defined.
So, but with Marcus and some of his teams, it was more like, Marcus, I don't need you. You need me.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say people was like that, but Marcus played with a lot of people, a lot of teams with talent on there. And they feel like their talent always going to beat whatever they talking about. And that's not true. To win the championship, and like, I don't want to keep talking about so much of A7, but I know it's because it's Town Beef, but to win the A7 championship is hard as hell.
You're right.
Like, when you bring in the Vegas team and all that, even though we supposed to win the first Vegas game when we played them in the championship, but it's hard to get there, and it's hard to stay good at that level and trying to make sure when it's all said and done, you at the top.
Keeping your team on that same
but
page.
You got other people after the same thing, and like in different states in Vegas, like the Insomniacs, which is the best team in Vegas. A lot of people ain't played them. We played them. The Animals played them, but other teams need to play them and see how really good they are.
Yeah.
But at one point in the game, we just had to be better, and I felt like that's one thing. Take it back to story. When we played them the first time, everything was downfield. If you watch the game, KK get behind this person, Ashanti get behind this person, and I felt like when he's in that book and we played him the second time, they can't cover them too fast, motherfuckers. Running drags.
Yo.
We run the ball, we running drags, and that's the thing. He adjusted.
He came back to basic football.
He came back.
Mm-hmm.
He was all his passes on time. He read his reads right. It just like, and I felt like our ride was harder. Like we go out Vegas playing 110 weather. They was on Ohio playing in storms. It's just like winning the A7 championship was hard, but everybody got to be on the same page.
Yeah.
And I felt like, no disrespect, I wasn't gonna get that here. Ever since the Gators won that first A7 championship here, that was the only team that won. Well, Milk and all of them, and they was just going crazy that year. But from there on out, I felt like wasn't another Baltimore team was going to win an A7 championship because of that reason, because how they work together as a team.
Yeah, it's that, man. You know, it start. Number one, it start with the coach. Then after that, we go into the quarterback.
Yeah. And
that's our issue right now in Baltimore. And I'll tell that to anybody. The leadership role, we need leaders. And they few far in between. But, yo, I appreciate your time,
yes,
yo. Like, man, I can't tell you how much, yo. Thank you. Thank you.
I appreciate it. I want to give a shout out, to everybody that's, supporting you and stuff, because you're doing a good thing here, man. I just want to give you your flowers, too, as well. Like, I feel like you talking to the people that been here and know the history. Like, when people watch this interview, they're going to be like, probably like, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, I've been here since the beginning. But, I feel like what you're doing right now is people looking forward to seeing your interviews, and I want you to keep going, and I want you to talk to some of the core people, and they're like, some people gonna be biased.
Yeah.
Some people ain't gonna agree with me.
I welcome it.
The truth is the truth.
Yeah, bro. We need that.
It is what it is, man.
Yo, thank you, bro.
And like, of course, I want to shout out my wife. We run the basketball league. I want to get you out there, man.
Hey, yo,
get you some halftime interviews or something. The basketball league will be running. We about to make a successful 4th season next week. I mean, of course, it ain't perfect, but
yeah, the first season never is. Yup, man.
Yeah, we doing our thing. We doing our thing.
The name of the league?
It's Town Beef Basketball.
Okay, Town Beef Basketball. Same on Instagram.
Yeah, same on
y'all got the Instagram, got the Facebook's booming.
Yeah, yes,
yeah, man, and I'll be there. It'd be my pleasure to get out there, bro. We're going to schedule it, and I'll give you my word.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Appreciate you, man.
All right, likewise.
Wait, what happened? I think I got knocked out the ring.